Falcons. I'm Nick Carl.
And I'm Sloan Cape, and these are your morning announcements for Thursday, November 9th.
If you're still interested in the Greece trip, enrollment is still open. Go see Miss Oster in room 2390.
And Palms has a few competitions this week, including their send-off tomorrow for family and friends at 5:15 in the upper gym, and a competition at 1:30 on Saturday at the National Western Complex.
You can eat, you can... Oh, you can't have food in here. I'm sorry you're going to have to leave because you had food in the library.
I didn't mean to bring Cheetos in the library.
Hey, what's that?
The speech and debate team had their first varsity tournament last weekend, and 5 of the HR students got awards, including Zoe Kachik, Jared Siegel, Soren Oberg, Calissa Diaz, and Andres Polito. Congrats on your accomplishment, guys.
The Orchestra Tftf is tonight at 6:30 in the lower gym, and then the Mark Wood concert is tomorrow in the auditorium at 7.
And those of you interested in joining track, there is an informational meeting next Thursday after school in room 1265.
Today for sports, we have the Ultimate Frisbee Club meeting at room 1210 at 3:30. Weather permitting, we may go out to Falcon Park. Tomorrow for sports, we have football at 7 o'clock at Jeffco Stadium. Be there to support your Falcons.
And I am very honored and privileged today to have this opportunity to share with all of you our fantastic student athletes and their desires to continue their athletic and academic success at the next level. Let's give them a round of applause. They will have an opportunity to share with you their experience with Brendan Sullivan going to the Colorado School of Mines. We will also be able to hear about Tommy Olson going to the We will hear from Mr. Rocky about Courtney Humbarger. Competing at the next level in baseball, Mr. Jordan Medina, University of Northern Colorado. And rounding out your top 5, Kelsey Milkowski, volleyball, University of Missouri, Kansas City. These are your scholar athletes who will be signing the National Letter of Intent today in front of you to continue their dreams. First up, Mr. Mike Gibbs.
Well, congrats to all the athletes who earned this great honor to play basketball or their sport beyond high school. It's a lot of sacrifice involved with family and teammates as well as your friends. Before I get started though, I want to basically thank Michael and Teresa Sullivan for allowing me to speak on behalf of their son today. I'm going to try to highlight his career in high school and athletics to the best of my ability. But their vision was to have him go to college, having it partially paid for through academics or athletics, or mom and dad writing the check. The other option was to have it fully paid for, like a school of mines in Colorado, in Golden, Colorado. In your case, that's where you're headed, and I got my shirt, so I'm excited about that. Awesome. So I got a little rule that our kids go to university, either get a t-shirt or donate 50% of the cost to the program. So, a t-shirt. So congrats. This is why we're here today, actually, to celebrate Brendan Sullivan. You accomplished your goal of playing basketball in high school and now beyond high school, and we're very excited about that. We are very fortunate to have a student athlete like Brendan Sullivan. He is a leader among his peers on and off the court and his teammates. He's disciplined in all that he does in the hallways, our community, in the basketball court. He's respectful to all, his teammates, his parents, our community, and the coaching staff. He's a positive role model in our community, our school, and our basketball program as well. He's a 3-time scholar athlete, soon to be 4-time scholar athlete. What I would like for you to take over from studying this senior year is this. I want you to play freely, be relentless, and make it a fun time for you and your teammates this year. In addition to that, remember these two things I'm going to tell you today for the rest of your life. No matter what you decide to do, two things are vital, and it applies to all of you guys. Your attitude and your willingness to work. How hard will guide you for the rest of your life. I'm proud of you. I'm honored to lead you. Congrats.
Karen Jiraki.
It is such a privilege to stand up here today and honor these athletes. It's especially rewarding to see Tommy and Courtney realize their dream of playing college basketball. They have both worked hard to be sitting here today. Tommy, you're gonna go first today. Tommy Olson is a player that brings quickness and a relentless energy on defense. Her pestiness on defense has earned her the nickname of Zika amongst the coaching staff. As our point guard, Tommy blows by opponents as she pushes the ball up the court. She shoots the three with ease and has mad range. Tommy has honors such as first team All-League, and she has played in the show All-Star Game. Tommy will be counted on this season to lead the team and to make things happen on the court. Tommy is an excellent student as well. Tommy is going to chase her dream of playing for the University of Wyoming. Congratulations, Tommy. Courtney Humbarger is a talented shooting guard that can bust a game open with her three-point shooting. Courtney has played a versatile role here at Highlands Ranch, having the ability to play inside or out. Courtney has a nice little floater shot in the lane and can be seen motivating her teammates to dig in and play harder. She will be counted on this year to provide leadership and fierce competitive spirit. Courtney will be making her way up to Gunnison next year to attend Western State University. Congratulations, Courtney.
Let's hear from Coach Joe Gleason.
When I was thinking of Jordan, I sit here and I try to think of stories because, I love statistics and everything, and we're going to focus on certain statistics this year. But the stories are usually better. It's why we do this. So when I think of Jordan, I think of the confidence he came into this school with. And when he walked in, he looked at me. He didn't say it out loud, but I knew he wanted to make the varsity as a freshman. And a lot of kids say that or think that, but they're not necessarily ready for that in the world of baseball. But he's pretty committed to his goals, and he's achieved one today, so I'm pretty proud of him. A couple things. Jordan was all-league as a sophomore, second team, which is pretty impressive in our league. Probably the toughest league in the state to achieve that. As his junior year statistics were pretty gaudy. He had a .456 batting average. And the most interesting statistic I came up with today was his OPS. So on base plus slugging is kind of an indicator of how often you're getting on base and how many bases you're taking. So single, double, triple. And Jordan eclipses Mike Trout by over 200 points, which Mike Trout's one of the best baseball players in the world as a high schooler. Goes up to UNC, they're going to be pretty lucky to have him, and I'm pumped to see what happens, man. So congrats, Jordan, good luck.
And now bring up to the podium, Mr. Coach Luke Krause.
Hey. All right, usually when I speak at these signings about a player, I start off about how they started out as their career as a shy freshman. Kelsey was never shy. She came into Ranch her sophomore year as an extremely focused, extremely driven person. And she's one of the few athletes I can say I've coached in my long career that has never taken a practice rep off or playing a game off. She treats every rep in practice like it's the match point at the World Championship, sacrificing her body, running into poles and chairs and things like that. And that's indicative of how she plays all the time. She started out as a sophomore as a role player, just as kind of a hitter, and then developed into the all-around great player that was the backbone of this year's varsity team, where it was a pretty good season. We defeated the #1 team and the #4 team this year. Kelsey's ranked in the top 5 in state for outside hitters in both kills and digs, which makes her all around because she can hit the ball, but she can also dig the ball. So she's truly one of the best players that have ever come through this school. She's been all league every year she's been here, and this year she will be as well. What's more impressive to me, however, than her physical skills is her development as a person. Anytime, a lot of our coaches have a lot of kids, it seems. Usually during volleyball season they have them. But anytime a coach shows up with their kids or youngsters, the first person there to greet them is Kelsey, interacting with them. We joke about the Makowski Daycare Center sometimes between us coaches. Also, as a team captain this year, she was very intense, but she was also very encouraging in practices and in matches, building up her team, making the players around her better. Also, in the classroom, according to Deb Lynch, or one of her AP teachers, she's an amazing student, has a high GPA. So a well-rounded, all-around good, and a great representative of this school. And I'll miss her, and I wish her good luck.
At this time, I'd like to bring up Principal Dr. Chris Page to say a few words.
All right, thanks so much. You heard a couple of things set up today as far as what it means to be a leader and the good representatives for Highlands Ranch High School. Relentlessness, fearless, leader on and off the court, confidence, backbone of the team, well-rounded. Now I can tell you as a former coach, these are all the descriptors that any coach would love to have and any teacher begs to have in their classroom. These 5 individuals in front of you have done this continuously for the last 4 years. They have overcome different trials throughout their years, and they've continued to represent us on a national scale, a local scale, and obviously throughout our entire state. Germany Kent said, "Embrace who you are and your divine purpose. Identify the barriers in your life and develop discipline, courage, and the strength to permanently move beyond them and keep moving forward." All your friends are here today to encourage you, to applaud you, and to cheer you on as you continue in your athletic endeavors and you keep moving forward. Thank you so much for all the things you've done here at Highlands Ranch High School, and continue to represent us out there, outside of these walls. Thank you once again.
We're going to count real loud here on the count of 3. And at the count of 3, we're each going to pick up our pen and be ready to sign our national letter of intent. So go ahead and get those pens ready. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Sign your letter of intent. Congratulations. Brendan Sullivan,